Hello, all. It's been a while. Creativity. It's a glorious thing. And a question arises to people who are creative, who also bear some unfortunate psychological marks, like bipolar disorder. I've met many artists of many different mediums of art who have experienced that, who are experiencing that. And it's not easy. It's a very volatile state of mind, the up and the downs, up and downs. And I've thought about this a lot. I've talked to a lot of people about what to do in that situation. No one person can tell another person what to do. And that's not what I'm implying here. Absolutely not. Everyone has to live their own life the way they feel fit, the way they want to live it. But when you have a creative individual who's filled with fire of creativity, and it may be in a manic phase, if you want to call it that, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. In that manic phase, they create amazing things. I can think of this one artist, and they were an amazing author. Amazing. I got to know them about a little over 10 years ago. And they were amazing. I could not believe, and this person was young, relatively speaking. And they experienced bipolar. And they made a big choice. They made the choice to go the route of psychotropics, neuroleptics. Now, I'm not one of those people who come down on people who use psychotropics. I'm not implying any Scientology here. Let me be ultra clear. Everyone has to make their own decision, and I believe some of those psychotropics actually do help on a short-term basis. It actually helped me on a short-term basis quite a while ago, but I never took them again. But getting back to that incredible manic phase with certain creative people, and they create this enormous volume of stuff based on ideas that just come to them in flashes. And they go ahead and they produce their art based on those ideas. It's all about ideas, allowing those ideas to come and then building on those ideas. It's like planting a seed that grows into a huge oak or a huge apple tree or an avocado tree or a banana tree or whatever tree you want to imagine, a tree of creativity. And some people have decided to effectively chop down that tree by going the psychotropic route. I'm not damning them. I'm not saying you did a bad thing. I thought it was unfortunate, but I don't live in their shoes. I can't speak for them. And I hope they find joy in the decision that they made. But that one person I was talking about, they no longer create. They haven't created anything to speak of. Or if they have, they're certainly silent about it. The one I'm thinking about, oh, the images that flowed off those pages so inspired me. I'm not going to advocate in any way, shape, or form suicide. That is not what I'm saying. But when a person is that creative and they are experiencing these incredible highs and incredible lows, they go into that burning ocean that doesn't seem to have any end. To somehow figure out a way to deal with that burning ocean, to get to the other side, to that land where this amazing, beautiful creativity will rise up and they will generate fire of their own, to live on that land in the fire of their choosing, based on the ideas that spring from their mind, from their soul, however you want to call it. I think when given a choice, is it better when you're that creative and you experience those manic phases, those down phases, is it better to take the drug or is it better to risk it? So I know the person I'm alluding to said that during those down periods where you're floating on that burning dead ocean, there were times they considered suicide, and it became more than just talk, that they were afraid. And of course, that would be unfortunate because that would put the end to everything. That's a pretty final decision. David Foster Wallace comes to mind. I know his book, Infinite Jest, is not for everybody, but it certainly inspires me. It's like something you can dive into at any place and read it for a while and gain some nourishment from it. It's not for everybody. It's not palatable to everybody. I think of that almost in the same way as James Joyce's Finnegan's Wake. You can kind of jump in at any place, or William S. Burroughs' Naked Lunch. You can jump in any place and read a few pages. It's that kind of work. Some people call that like lazy writing, or writing that has no beginning or end, but I'm going to leave that alone. I don't quite agree with that. So, I've been thinking about creativity. That marvelous gift that nobody can put their finger on. Where does it come from? Why? And there are billions of words offered or being thrown in that direction. I think it's just fascinating. I just wanted to throw that out. I wonder if anybody relates to this. I would sure love to hear from you if you do. Peace. Be creative. Hold on to that fire. Don't be afraid of it. And go. Create. Create. Bye-bye.